tries to continue like bulldog style, though he really has to. I didn't notice I lost my barracks. I'm playing incredibly sloppily since I just came back from a huge break where I played WoW for 2 months. Got addicted to that. That was a huge mistake. That's my excuse. So putting up the turrets, putting up more factories, getting a barracks up so I can rebuild my factories. That was kind of lame. And just keep your economy running. And I still think I have an advantage here. His natural's probably up, but I can't imagine he'd have a third just because he's invested so much resources in those attacks. When you get to higher levels, you'll start to not need to scout. Just because you'll know by the size of their army, you'll know how many, he won't have his third by now, that sort of stuff. So you'll just get used to that and pay attention. I asked him what his rank was because he's playing. This is a D game, but his highest rank is C, and so is mine. So this is a D game because it's early season, and of course, all the great players are now, C or low D or D plus or something. So you never know who you're up against. I get my gas running at my natural a little later than I'd like, considering I need to put up a bunch more factories, but I should have enough. Setting up a pretty good defense here. There's no way he can break me anytime soon. He's in a mode where he realizes he's economically behind, and he's gonna have to put up a third as soon as possible because 2-base Terran versus 2-base Protoss is highly in favor of the Terran, as you all should know. So I'm putting up those more factories. I'm just switching to 4. In the last game I tried like a 5-fact push, and 5-factory 110 pushes are incredibly strong. But this type of game is going to be more 4-factory with academy, with armory, get the quick +1 and grab a quick third yourself. It's more standard play. It's less reliant on like a crazy timing push. And again, I still think I'm in control because unless he's hiding his third, I'm thinking, oh, 2-base Terran versus 2-base toss. I'm happy about this. And I'm scanning because he should have more than 2 bases at this point, and or unless he's teching to like carriers or arbs randomly off 2-base. And so I was skeptical, and so I scanned and checked for tech, but from what I see, he didn't have any. So at this point, despite the fact that I'm thinking he's hide or doing something sneaky, just because I feel like he doesn't have as much as he should, I think I'm at an advantage here. So mind the map. This way, a good Protoss won't lose any units needlessly to mines, but in this case you can see whenever he moves out, I can see if he tries to flank me just by the placement of my mines, so it's very important. I'm thinking about putting up my third here, but I wait because I realize he has an army in the middle and I'm not set up for it. Took a free shots at a zealot there. He offered me a free zealot. I decided to take it. The fact that he's in the middle of the map makes me a little uncomfortable. He's playing incredibly aggressively. I finally decide I can hold my third if I take it now, and if I can hold it, then I'm going to be just, I'm well off. So I'm setting up to hold this. I have mines in the middle so I can see when he moves in. I'm okay. I lose a couple to zealot bombs. I think I just lose 1 tank, not that big of a deal. Set up those factories, +1's done soon, which is going to be huge for me. He moved his army back, so I feel safe. I'm going to hold my third. That's a huge mistake on his part, I think. Just he's unable to contest my third, and he's just taking his own. So I know I'm ahead at this point, despite how well off he was with the early rushes. I've managed to come back in simply by having an economical advantage. Laying more mines. I want to have map control. I want to know exactly where he moves and when he moves there. I'm checking for. That was a terrible scan. I'm checking for in case he's hitting a third, because I'm thinking to myself, he should have more than this, and he's a C player, so he's not terrible. So I'm a little bit skeptical, but whatever. Even if he has a hidden third, I have a third of my own, and I'm gonna be okay. Migrate those workers, keep macroing, don't miss depots. That would really suck. I mean, when you're in a situation where you're like 3-base there I scan and see the carriers, and I realize I should push soon, especially because +1 just finished. So I'm gonna have this massive push, and he's gonna have very little he can do about it. I'm taking SCVs. Always take SCVs with you guys. You don't want to have to sit there with a shuttle hovering over your tanks and then realize, oh crap, I should have brought SCVs to build turrets. Don't make that mistake. I'm pushing here. I don't know where his army is. Turns out it's in the middle. I missed it with my mine, so it sucks. So right here, he's going to come in, and he could have killed all my tanks. So what I do is I bring my tanks forward even more, and then shift my vultures in. If I had just sieged right there, I would have lost all my tanks. The second I saw them on the mini-map, I decided to push even further to try and get a good situation here where my vultures can surround. He's in a really sketchy position here. That was his army, and he's losing it. Be careful with your vultures. He's running in with zealots now and killing tanks. I should have noticed a little sooner. I lost a tank or two. Kind of sucks, but you know, your vultures can't be everywhere at once. But still great off. I scanned the 3 Stargate carriers, but he's gonna be like 4 more minutes, or like a minute, more like 2 minutes until a carrier pops, and even then interceptors and all that. So I'm not even building Goliaths yet. A lot of Terrans will overcompensate or compensate too early. If they scan that, they'll go, oh crap, and start building Goliaths, and their Goliaths will all die to goons. Don't make it until you need them. I'm gonna say we just scanned the 3 Stargates that just came up, so there's no chance he's gonna have carriers for a little bit. So, you know, keep building vultures and tanks, because, you know, he's gonna be investing all those resources. Instead of having goons and zealots, they're not gonna be carriers. So your army's just gonna have free reign for a while, and then pretty soon I'm gonna switch to Goliaths just in case. But there it is. Switch, make a few Goliaths, not too many. You're not gonna need that many. He's still got to build interceptors and all that, so you got tons of time. And at 9 o'clock, my mine is stopping the Protoss from expanding because he wants to take his 4th. That's just a stupid move. There's no chance he can there's no chance he can defend it. I thought he would zealot bomb me right there. All my SCVs died, which is ironic because I was just talking about how important they are to have. But I'm gonna have Goliaths there in a second to stop any shuttle play. At this point, you know, I have this massive push going. His 3rd Nexus is completely useless. Just keep harassing it. There's the scan. They just popped. So switch to Goliaths. Again, you're not going to need that many. My Goliaths are, let me check, or my mech is 1-0, about to be 1-1, and then soon after 2-1. So right here, I'm moving back my army. Move it back completely. The carriers have popped. You're just going to lose units, you know, for nothing. Regroup. You know, put your entire army next to your Goliaths, and in a second he'll be absolutely useless. He realizes I have like a 150 supply army. He's probably at like 80, and a lot of that is invested in carries, which are going to be absolutely useless. There's the GG. That's it. This was a pretty cool game I played. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it was helpful. I hope it brought some sort of insight to you. This was aimed towards D+ level players.